Hi everyone. In this demo video we will show you how DKube DocMind helps you intelligently process complex mortgage document packages by automatically segmenting multi-page files into subdocuments, extracting key mortgage fields, and enabling human-in-the-loop validation and rule-based verification in a single streamlined workflow. Let's get started. In this demo, we will show you two separate workflows. In the admin workflow, as an admin, you'll need to set up the document processing environment and rules by adding data sources, creating document classes for mortgage document packet segmentation, adding post-extraction data validation templates, and managing vision model endpoints to be used in data processing workflows. In the loan reviewer workflow, as a reviewer, you'll need to upload the mortgage document packet to be processed and segmented according to the document classes, and then go through the data extraction and validation procedures. To begin with, let's first check out the admin workflow. First, log into DKube DocMind using your credentials to access the DocMind dashboard page. This is the DocMind admin dashboard. As an admin, first you need to configure data sources to be used for the document extraction and analysis. On the Data Sources page, you can add your own data sources by clicking on the Add Source button. The guides to configure the data source are also provided here. Currently, S3 and local data sources are supported here. Provide the data source details and click on the Add Source button to create the data source. On the Data Source page, you can see the already connected data sources, enable or disable them, or configure the details of the existing data sources from here. As an admin, you will also need to add document classes, which are the categories in which the uploaded mortgage document packets will be segmented and categorized for analysis. To add a new document class, click on the Add Category button and provide the requested class details and the value fields connected to it. You can also edit existing value fields from the page. After data extraction from the documents, admin can set up data validation rules on the post-extraction page by clicking on the New Template button. On the template, along with the required details, you need to select the validation type and the fields to be compared and matched. For instance, for loan documents, all the values extracted for the borrower name across all segments of the document need to be an exact match, hence we are setting up an exact match validation type rule here. Once done, click on the Save Template button to save the validation template. From the post-extraction page, you can also edit existing templates. You can also set custom validation rules like required classes shown here, which basically validates if the selected classes are present in the document. You can also provide your custom instruction as validation rules in the custom LLM validation type. To add your own vision models to be used in the workflows, on the LLM endpoints page, click on the Add Endpoint button. Provide the name and type of the vision model, Quen vision model in this case, the endpoint URL, authentication method and key, and metadata containing all the parameters of the vision model to be used, and click on the Create Endpoint button. You can also check whether the added endpoint is working or not by using the Test Endpoint button. Next, let's move on to the Loan Reviewer workflow. On the Loan Reviewer dashboard, metrics regarding document processing, most corrected fields, and various other metrics are provided. Now, let's take a look at the first part of the reviewer workflow, uploading the mortgage document packet and segmenting it according to the document classes. In the Documents page, all the document packets that are processed or are being processed are listed. Here, you can upload your mortgage document packet from your local data source by clicking on the Upload button and uploading the packet. Once the document packet is uploaded, the processing starts automatically. The stage of processing of the packet is also shown in the status column. Click on the Logs button to see the file processing logs and status in details. Once the document packet processing goes into a waiting review status, you can start validating the mortgage document packet segmentation and data extraction. The entire mortgage document packet will be segmented according to the document classes set by the admin earlier. As a reviewer, you can review and validate the segmented documents and their classes assigned by the system, and if something is wrong you can correct it. For instance, here the loan estimate document has been misclassified as closing disclosure. Hence you can correct and modify the segment class appropriately. Once all the segments are correct, approve by clicking on the Approve Segmentation button. Now, let's move on to the next part of the reviewer workflow, data extraction and validation from the segmented documents. Once the segmentation is approved, the data extraction will start automatically, which you can see on the View Extractions page. The stage of extraction will be provided here. Once the data extraction is complete, you can see that all the extracted data is also marked in the documents with bounding box. The extracted values for each of the segments and pages are shown on the right side. Click on the Post-Extraction Validation button to start validating the extracted data. Validation rules with correctly matched data will be shown in green, whereas validation rules with mismatching data will be shown in yellow boxes. By clicking on the page number buttons for the mismatching values for fields, You can navigate to the appropriate page, cross-check, and verify from where the data was extracted from for each one of the mismatched fields. You can mark the mismatching rules as valid or invalid rules after manually verifying. Once you have gone through all the rules and marked them as valid or invalid, you can accept or reject the audit by clicking on the appropriate button. At this point, finally, the particular document in the Documents page shows as audit approved. Also, after the post-extraction analysis is complete, you can export the extracted fields and values through all document classes of the processed mortgage document packet to be used by enterprise applications to read. By clicking on the Export button, the entire data is exported in JSON format. You can copy the data to clipboard by clicking on the Copy Data button, or download the JSON file by clicking on the Download JSON button. And that's how DKube DocMind delivers faster and accurate mortgage document processing end-to-end. Thank you.